One time for my folks on the daily grind. Something special to relieve your mind.
Hey, it's Devin.
And Shannon.
And you're listening to Youngblood Life.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Someday everything gonna go my way.
What is going on, everybody?
Hello, hello.
It has been a crazy week.
Yeah, COVID.
Well, we're past all the COVID stuff.
Yeah, we aren't past it, but that's why we haven't been on for a while.
Well, no, we posted it. See, you think we haven't been on for a while, but there's a podcast that goes up every time.
It goes up every time, but we haven't recorded in a while because we've had COVID.
No, we recorded we had COVID too.
Oh,
that one went up, and you don't remember that probably.
I don't.
And you sounded really sick, and you're.
Oh, you kept that one?
Yeah, it went
up.
It
sounded so manly.
No, you didn't sound manly. You just sounded sick, and then in the beginning we say, "Hey, this is Devin," and you say, "Shannon, Shannon." Yeah, you were sick.
Oh man,
so that happened.
How embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing. It's life.
Okay.
But yeah, it's been a crazy week. I had a birthday.
You did. Happy birthday to you.
We had a
2 birthdays.
No, I had a birthday. We had a holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Most people don't really recognize that as a holiday. A lot of times,
I don't.
It is a holiday.
I mean, yeah, it is, but I'm not off work or anything.
I was.
You were, because you couldn't go back to work.
Because I had COVID.
So weird.
Yeah, I mean, and then
actually, I was home too.
You were home too.
Yeah.
Again, you were sick and delirious and everything.
Yeah.
I got over my COVID faster than you did.
I didn't. Mine lingered. I still kind of have a cough.
I don't
like croupy.
And I'm wondering if that's because of the vaccine. I don't know.
You didn't get it, and I have it.
Currently, I don't have the vaccine right now. Part of that is medical stuff, and for the fact that if he gets up, you're going to have to. I'm serious.
Know.
If he gets up and starts crossing the wire,
I know
you will use the orange button that you don't like to use.
I know.
So, Shannon has a dog that's very dependent upon her and has to be beside her every 10 minutes of the world, and like literally he cannot be out of sight of her. He's got mental problems. I know that is a mental problem. He's so codependent upon seeing you and gets in the way. Does not like me to hug you. Doesn't bite me or anything. He knows I'm alpha, but he just refuses to. If I get a hug, he has to have a hug.
Yeah,
it's dumb. So yeah, whatever. That's your dog. Anyway, so we've had a lot of things happen on this past week.
Yeah.
We did something that probably most parents would not do.
And I can just, I'm waiting for somebody to say something to me about it.
Well, because the vlog is up.
I'm the parent.
So in the vlog.
Oh, the vlog is up now?
Oh, yeah. It's up.
I can post.
Yes, you can post.
Awesome.
The vlog is up. And so if you guys don't know, our daughter, Elizabeth, she's very independent. She does what she wants. She does,
She just turned 17.
She just turned 17. Now, we're parents that require kids to research and study things out and not just make decisions on a whim.
Don't be rational. Don't be like
irrational.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Be rational.
Yeah.
You said don't be rational.
Yeah.
Don't be irrational.
Don't be irrational. Thank you.
Yeah. So we allowed Elizabeth to get a tattoo.
Yep.
Now,
for her 17th birthday.
A lot of people are going to have problems with that.
Yep. Especially here.
Yeah, well, here, everywhere. I think just in general. I think people are going to look at like, well, why would you allow your daughter to do something like that?
Well, last night when we were at TJ Maxx, she was grabbing something, and a lady there, she was showing a girl that she works with. She's like, "Look what I got for my birthday," and the girl's like, "Oh, that's so cool." And this older lady is like behind the counter goes, "Is that real?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's real." She's like, "Does it hurt?" She's like, "Well, no, it just itches." And everything. She goes, "Are you the mom?" I said, "I am." She goes, "Oh, did you know she got that?" I was like, "Yep, I signed for it." She goes, "Oh, how old are you?" She goes, "I just turned 17." She goes, "Oh, okay."
Well, so
it's not their business. I mean, who cares?
So as a parent, I understand two sides. So one, we do live in Utah, and then Utah is a very, we'll say very culturally religious area. No different than like in the South when it comes to the Baptist
Church, yeah.
Now they have their own culture as well. Hold on. But when it comes to things like that, I guess it's technically not fully accepted everywhere.
Right.
people have issues with it. People don't like the idea of it.
Well, I think you said it best the other day when we were actually.
Okay.
You said, I would rather know that she's doing it with our consent and I take her to get it than her to do it behind our back, and she'll eventually do that behind our back.
Right.
So, and I totally agree with that.
Yeah. Trying to think but the better way to say this. Yes, you're ringing.
Yeah.
Which one is that one?
Jacob, but I was on airplane mode.
But it works.
Oh.
He's FaceTiming you, isn't he?
No.
So, yeah.
Keep going. Well, I think, that's how you said it. You were like, I'd rather her do it and us be with her.
The thing is, when it comes to, so I'll refer to what a lot of people know as, Al Caraway.
I love her.
She's got a lot of tattoos.
Yeah.
There's Reddit information like crazy, and there's this one that says, "How was she allowed in the temple?" I was unaware that was a requirement to go to the temple.
Why? I can't even fathom that people would actually think of that. Who cares if she has tattoos all over her body? Who cares that was her decision in life? And who cares that she is going through the temple with tattoos on her body? That was her decision.
That's her decision, right?
Exactly. That doesn't mean that that God doesn't care about her less or anything.
Right.
And that's so annoying that people would even question her like that.
So I'm if out of all people, I'm sure that I'll get a good bit of judgment from my family.
Oh yeah.
Not all of them. Some of them won't even care. Some won't even say a word.
Yeah. Maybe not to our face, but they'll talk.
And that's fine.
Family members.
And that's fine. And the thing is, I don't really. It kind of bothers me that it doesn't bother me. Okay, let me clarify this. It doesn't bother me that they would talk about it.
Right.
It doesn't bother me that they would disagree with the decision. Mm-hmm. It would bother me that they would make a judgment that does not involve them.
Exactly.
I think that's really the key thing.
Yeah.
And I think that goes to pretty much anything and everything about them,
right.
not about anybody in the world.
Right.
It's like being stereotyped because I had red hair.
Yeah.
He's a ginger. They always give gingers a hard time,
yeah.
right? It's fine, whatever. Who gives a crap? Now, or people who have a lot of good people. Well, okay, so
just because Elizabeth has a tattoo doesn't mean she's a horrible person.
No, well, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
I mean, Elizabeth and I were talking. She said that she had like one or two people reach out to her already because she posted on Instagram about it.
Like friends of hers?
Or ex-friends, people that are still follow her, but they never talk to her because they're like, oh, she's a goody, all this other stuff.
Now they're like, you have a tattoo, we should hang out.
Yeah, now that she has a tattoo, like, hey, we should hang out. And it's people that would talk bad about her, but now that then Elizabeth and I talked about this, how there's a stigma when it comes to tattoos.
Mm-hmm. She must be into drugs, or she must be into this,
yeah,
or she...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, and one thing I've told my kids, and you can tell, we do need to make some prejudgments on people. Yes, I'm going to say that. You do need to make some prejudgments on some people.
Oh, yeah.
Like, honestly, I'm not going to go to the middle of a bad neighborhood and expect anybody and everybody to help me.
No.
Now, there are good people that live in bad neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on the other side, you can kind of tell people by the way they act and who they are, and a little bit. You'd have to make some slight judgments.
Right.
That's what keeps you safe.
Right.
That's literally what makes us human.
Right.
We have to make judgments like that. We're always making judgments like that. Now, when it comes, one thing I've taught my kids over the years, if you're ever in trouble, say someone's chasing you, mm-hmm. and you see a dude on a bike and he's got tattoos all over him, run to that guy.
Seriously.
Because that guy, honestly, 99% of the time, they'll help you.
Well, that's like...
And they'll protect you.
People judge bikers.
Oh, that's it.
They're like, oh my gosh, he's in a biker gang. He has tattoos. He's this big guy who drives a motorcycle. That guy is probably the most gentle giant that you're going to come
For the
across.
most part.
Unless you make him angry, he'll probably kick your butt.
The thing is, we've strayed away from in society of minding your own business for one.
Yeah, that's true. Especially at my work.
People don't want to mind their own business.
Nope.
They want to interject themselves into your business and tell you how you're wrong.
Yeah.
Instead of accepting you how you are, and and this goes for a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if someone is gay, I don't care if they're gay.
Yeah.
Now,
That's your decision.
what I do care about if you start trying to push
Your agenda.
an agenda on me.
Right.
Now some people will take that as wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, we don't have an agenda. Well, okay, then if there's no agenda, if you're not trying to convince me that you're right and that I'm wrong, really is my thinking is my thinking. I don't think you're going to burn in hell, because honestly, that's not my place to judge.
Right.
I cannot make that judgment. I think that judgment comes from God.
Right.
God's the one that's going to judge us on that. Now, will God judge me because I allowed my daughter to have a tattoo? Probably. Now, to what extent? That's between God and I. Mm-hmm. Will he say, well, because you allowed your teenager to get a tattoo, you're going to do this and this and this, whatever. If that's the case, fine.
Yeah.
As you said, as I was going to quote you quoting me, but as I said, I would.
As you said that I said.
Yeah, I was like, let's all do that. As I said before, I would rather be there with my kid and have my kid know that I love them. Mm-hmm. Because if I was
you're supporting them.
If I was to put up a wall, right? Exactly. If I was to put up a wall says no, you better not ever do that.
And then they're going to rebel and go do it anyway.
Well, it's like
they're going to be like, screw that. I'm going to do it because it's what I want to do.
Again, it's like the decision Jacob currently has of not serving a mission. Mm-hmm. I really want him to serve a mission, not because I did it. Mm-hmm. I don't care if I did it. That's cool. I enjoyed my mission. I had fun. I want him to do it because I know he would enjoy the experience. But I'm giving him since he's an adult, he's 18, 19 now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Giving him the decision as an adult, he can make his own decision.
Yep.
I'm not going to force him to do it. Now, am I disappointed that he's not going on a mission? I'm going to say a little bit, but that's on the side that I know he's missing out.
Yeah.
But on the other side, he says he's got an idea of what he's going to do, and that's fine.
Yep.
I can support that. Now, would it be wrong for me to tell my child, no, I don't support you on anything because you're doing wrong. You're going to burn in hell.
Then they would rebel against us and hate us.
I want my kids to know that I love them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the reality.
Yep.
Do I think Elizabeth getting a tattoo is wrong? Let me ask you that question. Do you think Elizabeth getting a tattoo is wrong?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
I don't think it's wrong.
Yeah.
Either. I think it's a decision that she made.
And she actually thought about this for a really long time. And she
did her research on the pros and cons.
And it's meaningful. It's not a stupid tattoo.
Yeah, she didn't get like no regrets.
Yeah, she didn't get a stick and poke that was supposed to say angel. It says anal.
Well,
like a friend of hers did.
Yeah. Well,
oh God.
I mean, that's the other.
I think I'm going to reach out to that friend and
that's
tell
the other
her
thing.
that I want to go fix that for her.
That's the other thing when it comes to that. She was going to go do this anyway.
Yeah.
And if she was going to go do it, then
she would have gone to some backwood person.
If she wanted to hide it from us, she would have gone to somebody and done maybe the stick and poke like that. That person, that friend that we know of, where they had their sibling do it.
Yeah.
And they put it behind her ear because that's where she could hide it from her family. Because that's it. Because the stigmas that come from it all. She hid it from her parents, and because she hid it from her parents, her brother, they said it was a mistake. There was no mistake.
There's no way that's a mistake.
Brother did it on purpose.
Yeah.
And so now she has a very derogatory term on her that she's now branded with.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, that's what this is. This is a brand.
Yeah.
Now, when it came to Elizabeth's design, it wasn't anything that she did what was bad. It's actually a bunch of flowers.
Yep.
This child loves plants so much, it's ridiculous. But each one of these plants actually have a
meaning.
A meaning. It's basically what you...
Me, my mom, Elizabeth, Paris, and your mom.
And my mom.
Favorite flower.
Yeah.
In a bouquet.
Yeah. And that's what it is. Now, to all the parents out there that are going to judge us on this.
Mind your own business.
Yeah, we don't care.
It's not your kid. We don't care.
Would you support your kid doing it? That's the thing. That's the part that I think a lot of people will struggle with.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
especially if you are part of any type of church.
Well, here's this real quick. I have a friend, and you know this friend, who has a kid who's not 18 yet, but almost. And him and his dad, because he's been wanting a tattoo for a really long time, him and his dad about 2 months ago went and got a tattoo, and it's on his hip, and it is huge. And
You can answer it if you need to.
no, it's just Ethan. It's a massive tattoo. Actually, I am, so he doesn't call you. And his mom and him agreed that I'm doing a podcast. Call me later. Him and his dad got matching tattoos, and the other day, well, about 2 weeks ago, he asked his mom. He goes, "Can I get another tattoo?" And she's like, "When you're 18 and you pay for it yourself, you can go get another tattoo." She goes, "But I will let you have this one, and it's massive and everything." So, I mean, we're not the only parents that will let their kids do it. And she said she was being judged. People were like, "I can't believe you let your son get such a big tattoo." She's like, "It's not your business."
And they're going to
It's my
judge.
kid.
And people will
judge.
And
And she told me that. She's like, "People are going to judge you for a while."
well, the thing is, when people judge, and my point is, one, they don't have any say so.
No,
Two, it's not their kid.
true.
Three, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't either. And that's what I told her. I was like, "I don't care. Let people judge me." She's like, "Well, good. I'm glad you feel that way." She goes, "Because that's how I feel too." So,
For this quote, by the way, hold on. You know, where is it? You know, when it comes to the whole tattoo part, Elizabeth is a very intelligent young lady.
oh yeah, she's so smart.
Now this is a young lady that's gone from, as she told me, "I don't know about God," to now I'm starting to figure it out, Dad.
Yeah.
That takes some maturity.
Mm-hmm.
She got a tattoo. It's going to be, and she knows this is something permanent.
Yeah.
I mean, it can be removed, but it's very
It's
cost and it hurts.
and painful.
Yeah.
So painful. I mean, our friends.
More painful than it is to get them
Well,
on.
yeah. I mean, Madison Thorpe has quite a few that she's getting removed, and she said it's such an excruciating pain that for how small hers is that she's removing, she has to do it in sessions.
Well, that's what most of them. You have to go back 3, 4, 5 times.
No. Like, it's like small. So she'll do the first layer, but only halfway get done and go back like 2 weeks later. And so it's taken months just to get the removal process happening because it's so painful.
Right. You know, I can't find the quote I was looking for. But I mean, the reality is when it comes to it, I think our job as parents is not necessarily all the time to be do this. Because a lot of times, you know, kids grow up and they always ask questions. And in all the other questions, you know, as they're little, your job is to instruct and teach. Mm-hmm. And as they get older, your job is to instruct and teach. But also,
they will teach you things too.
Well, you're right. Kids will teach you things too, but that's where comes the humility part of being a parent. You got to be humble enough to say, you know what? Ooh, I just learned something. Mm-hmm. But on the other side, as kids get older, you never stop instructing and teaching.
Right.
But you, like as a 4-year-old, you instruct and teach, and sometimes there can be punishments. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, and sometimes you just teach them where, hey, like that hot stove, it is hot. Don't touch it.
Yeah.
And sometimes they touch it anyway, and they learn the hard way.
Well, that was Paris. Remember that?
Yep, that was Paris.
Man. Oh.
Nothing we could have done.
No. It just
Did it
hurts
anyway.
me still thinking about it.
Well, yeah, she had the rings on her hand. Yeah. But I mean, so it's just, you know, our job, even now, you know, Elizabeth's 17. is to instruct and teach, but also we have to let her make decisions too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the thing is, a lot of times she's already made the decision.
She just wants our approval.
Well, that's the one thing that I think even adults struggle with. We all are geared, or we're all geared to want the approval of other people.
Mm-hmm.
I post this because I want approval.
Right.
I do this because I want approval.
Right.
I've done this because I want approval. I want someone to acknowledge that I did something right.
Right.
There comes a point in, like, I don't need the approval of my parents anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I realize that. It's all on me.
Yep.
You know, whatever my parents decide on their grandchild, they got a tattoo. Actually, I don't think it's the only grandchild that has a tattoo, actually.
No, it's not.
So, but on a grandchild that has a tattoo, the question is, what changed?
Yeah.
Does the tattoo change
The way you love that child?
the way you love the person?
Absolutely not.
Or does it change? Really, nothing changes.
Mm-mm.
Question: if your love is conditional based on, my kids have done some stupid things before.
Oh, yeah.
Does that mean I love them less?
Nope.
Now, I can dislike the thing that they did, but doesn't change the fact that doesn't mean I don't love them.
Right.
And I think that's something that we all have to learn, especially as we get older.
Mm-hmm.
You eventually have to say, you know what, I am my own person. Although I may want the approval of something or somebody, I don't need the approval. That their approval does not equal to what I am and who I am.
Right.
So, yeah. So, yes, there we go. We allowed our daughter, our 17-year-old, to get a tattoo.
It was pretty fun watching her.
No, I mean,
She's biting her hand. She's like,
she bit her fingers because she knew it was painful. I mean, it only took
an hour.
No, it was less.
That.
It was about 30 minutes, and he was done.
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't do coloring. She did just black.
No shading, just one needle.
Yeah, one line. It was basically a thin line tattoo is all it is.
Mm-hmm.
Now it is about 4 inches. I mean, it's decent
big.
size.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's that.
Yep.
So, I don't know. Anyway.
What have you guys let your children do? Anything like ours or, what we've done? Or what is something that you are having a hard time knowing your child has done? Let us know.
Yeah, it's always interesting to get other parents' takes on things and how they, perceive things to be and what they think that should be done. Obviously we'll probably get some hate messages on this.
That's okay.
And that's
Throw it
fine.
on. Bring it on.
People can say what they want to say.
Oh,
that's fine. I'm sure that people won't struggle when it comes to the video that we posted about it. But, whatever. Anyway, yeah. Let us know, guys. We appreciate the input, and you know what? We'll talk to you guys later.
To be in a frame of mind where nothing worries me. So hurry, please jump to my side because I can't stop, won't stop.